Hello sweeties, in this video I'm having Popeyes new better wings and talking about dinner time. But let's take a look. This one is the ghost pepper. Let's see if you can see that. It's one of 4 new spicy dry rubs that they have. This one is roasted garlic parmesan. See if you can see that. And these should all be bone-in. So I got a 12 pack of that. And this is just their spicy chicken signature. I got iced tea, sweetened iced tea, their signature sauce, and a blackened ranch. So they got my order correct. I even asked for something called Cajun Sparkle, and they just gave me a whole ton of these. Let's get started. Get my plate. Have my sauce bowl today, since I have a feeling I'll be dipping something at least. I think they said this had cane sugar or something. I mean, it tastes okay. Not sure if I'm a huge fan of it. All right, what should I try first? I think I'm going to try the ghost. Some look, oh, these are tiny wings. I'll just grab a couple, but some look like they got a little bit more of the coating than the others. All right, sweeties, have a good meal. This one has more of the powder. All right, either my spice tolerance has shot way up, or there's barely any spice in this. They call this ghost pepper. I'm thinking this should be the spiciest. It's tasting a lot like just their regular signature spicy. We'll try their signature sauce. I don't think I've ever tried this one before. Looks kind of like a Chick-fil-A sauce. Definitely has like a blackened Cajun type flavor. which I expect to have in this one, which is called the Blackened Ranch. Blackened Ranch is not too bad. So in this video, I want to talk about dinner time, at least in my family. So when we're young, my parents would always make us sit at the dinner table to eat together, even if we weren't hungry. So if we were home, we were expected to be at the dinner table. You hear people my age talking about when they were young, they would be out and about playing until it got dark and then they had to be home. That was basically what I did, is I'd be out either riding my bike or in the backyard playing until it was dinner time. I came home, ate. I don't remember much after that. I guess I'd eat and then go to bed. Both of my parents worked, so dinner usually wasn't ready right when they got home. My mom would then cook dinner, and then we would eat it. I can't remember exactly what time she used to get home. I remember we had a dinner table that was set up against a wall. And there was one chair that you couldn't access because it was against the wall. And then there was 2 chairs on each side. And then at the other end, the open end, there's chairs. So five open chairs and the one against the wall. And sometimes I wasn't hungry or I didn't want to eat whatever my parents made or my mom made. But they would make me sit at the table until I was done. So what I would do is they would leave me at the table sitting there until I finished my food. And I would take the bowl. Usually it was a bowl of rice and whatever kind of protein or soups or whatever. Usually not soup, but the protein stuff, the dry stuff. I would dump it onto that chair in that corner. And I guess this is the bad part is it shows how often my parents and us cleaned that table is that I would just pile food on that seat for a while until it kind of molded and rotted. And then I guess my mom would finally clean it up. But she never really talked to me about it. I don't remember getting in trouble. I mean, I used to get spanked weekly. But I don't remember getting in trouble for that. Even though it ruined that one chair. It was like a vinyl chair, right? So it wasn't cloth that it would get really bad, but it still ruined the vinyl. And that chair usually couldn't be, used. And if I remember correctly, that chair was never used unless we had like a party get together and we would move that table out, grab that chair. I'm gonna try the signature chicken. I chose the 3-piece, which is breast, legs, and wing. My favorite 3 pieces. Actually, I like them all. I even like the thighs. I like the breast because I like chewing the bones. And it has a big piece of skin. Then we're gonna get some barbecue sauce. I usually take the skin off and save it to the end. You know the old adage, save the best for last? But what ends up happening is my dad would think that I didn't want to eat it, so he'll take it and he'll say, I'll eat it for you. So my mom was in her probably early 20s when we came to the US. So she didn't get a chance to go to college in Vietnam. So there was a period of time where she was going to night school to get her college degree. And that left my father to cook for us. You know what, back then, I don't recall ever seeing like a cookbook at the house, and we didn't have internet. So I don't know how he learned to cook, what he did cook. But what we ended up doing was ordering food from some lady who would cook us dinner like 3 or 4 days a week. I think they call that gum tang, which is like monthly rice or meals. And I don't know if you can get to pick what you want to eat. Or if you had an allergy, you could tell her. I think she just cooked for herself or her family. And whatever they were having, you were having also. And they would come stacked in these metal containers with a handle at the top. And there was always a rice, a soup, and then some protein. So I remember at least 3 items. During that time, my mom used to come home really late at night. And being the scaredy cat I was, I would always stay up or pretend to go to sleep and lay there waiting for her just to hear her come through the door. The thing is, she would have to come home and then study and do her homework so that she can wake up early and then go to work the next day. This barbecue sauce is pretty good. Not really spicy, but neither is the spicy chicken. So, I don't know. Now, as a parent, I see the significance of eating together as a family. So even though my wife commutes and comes home pretty late, she gets home maybe around 8:30 because she works 12-hour shifts. On those days, we just wait for her and we eat together. Even though she's always saying, just eat without me if you're hungry, whatnot. I make the girls wait for two reasons. One, so that we can have a meal together at the end of the day. Decompress together, I guess you can say. And two, because I want them to see the sacrifice that my wife has to make for us. I really like this barbecue sauce. It's actually more sweet than it is spicy. So our rule at the table is no electronics. And even if you're not hungry, like sometimes my youngest will get yelled at and then she'll feel like she doesn't want to eat. I still have her come to the table and sit with us. And right now, 10 times out of 10, she ends up eating anyways. Oh man, I've only eaten, 4 wings and this? I'm getting full already. This has like some bones in it. You see? Oh, I want to try this sparkle. I don't know what it is. I saw it on the condiment. Sprinkle on to suit your taste. A great New Orleans flavor. Can't read the rest of it. I don't know what the ingredients are, but let's try it. Oh, it's kind of like a, let me see if I can get you to see. It's like a dry powder rub. Let's get a little piece of my skin that I'm saving for the end. Let's see. It's probably a bunch of sodium. Not good for you, but. Yeah, it just tastes salty. Like I added some kind of salt with seasoning in it. More barbecue. All right, let's see if I can finish. I'm already at the 30-minute mark, so lunch is almost over. The spine part is pretty soft, so you can basically chew it and swallow it. So let me know in the comments if you have any like traditions around dinner time that you guys do, or any other meal for that sake. On Sundays, my parents would religiously take us to Mass. No matter how late we came in, how much sleep we got, we were going. Once in a while, instead of going to the 12 o'clock Mass, which is the one we usually go to, they might go to a later one, but that's only if something else is planned during that time and they decide to do it right. Otherwise, we're going as a family. And afterwards, we usually went to eat. So that was, I guess, late lunch thing on a Sunday. We would also go visit my grandparents. And sometimes we would go eat with them. But most of the time, we'd probably go eat and then stop by and visit. I don't know. Do I want this or do I want this? I'm gonna try this because it's the new one. I can always get this fried chicken at some other time. I'm sure the girls will want to eat it. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna rate it now since it's getting late in the video, and then I'll continue eating. The roasted garlic, no. I think this is I give it a 1, and it's not that it's bad, it's just that I'm not gonna try it again. I mean, I wouldn't pay for it again. I'd rather just have regular flavored, maybe? I don't know. And then the ghost pepper, I was expecting it to be a lot more spicy. I think this is another one I probably would not buy for myself again unless it was like on sale and I had to get one. I remember there was a wing, and maybe they changed it for this dry rub, but there was one that I really liked last time. It's kind of oily. I want to say maybe it's the spicy, sweet and spicy, but I'm thinking it's not. I don't remember which one it was, but I actually liked it a lot more than these. Okay, I'll try a couple more of each. one more of each. Then I'll have my dessert skin. I think Popeyes is one of those restaurants I didn't try until I was in college. Growing up, Kentucky Fried Chicken was our go-to place for chicken. And they used to have really good fried chicken. I remember their extra crispy was so good. I think that was like the original formula. Now, not only is it subpar, but there's so many choices for fried chicken now. So if I was gonna go for KFC, I would go for Korean fried chicken. Or like Jollibee. All right, I think I have room for one more, and then the skin. If you came to this channel looking for someone who eats large amounts of food, you've probably come to the wrong channel. That's why I call mine Mukbang Light, because I really can't eat it all. Luckily, I have little animals that will eat it for me. My cleanup squad. And for the most part, I've trained them well, so they like basically everything I like to eat. The bad part of that, though, is I'm always competing with them for food. Well, not really competing. I usually give in to them. I just give them the food and I go without, or I find something else to eat. I hope the light or the color looks better in this video. I actually got a light that's shining right at me. It's super shiny, so you're probably seeing the reflections here on my forehead. All right, I think that's it for me. I'm gonna finish off this skin. All right, last piece for this video. The tea wasn't that good either. All right, I hope you had a good meal. Make it a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.